Dr. Joosse from Joosse Family Orthodontics. I love to show off cases, and this is one in particular that I want to show off. This is Emma, and Emma is a great example of an extraction case within orthodontics. And so when you look at Emma here, you're seeing some crowded and crooked teeth in the front of the mouth. But let me show you a little bit more about what's going on. So when we look at this perspective, you get a little bit better view of the crowding that's happening in Emma's mouth. A couple other things that I want to point out is how much the upper and the lower front teeth overlap. We call this a deep bite. When we have deep bites, the lower front teeth tend to get worn down, especially over time, and then eventually they start chipping and breaking down. Another thing that might be contributing, a result of the deep bite is this little bit of gum recession on this lower front tooth. It could be that tooth is getting hit hard by the upper front teeth, and this is certainly something that we need to be cognizant of in our treatment and not pushing this lower front tooth forward, potentially increasing the likelihood for recession. All right, here's a view of Emma's lower teeth, and this may not look super crowded, but there is an entire tooth that belongs between here, this tooth, and this tooth. So an entire tooth that belongs in this space. So we are much more crowded than perhaps what it looks like. Here are the upper teeth, and again, this may or may not look crowded to you, but there's an entire tooth that belongs between this one and this one. So we are crowded by a whole tooth plus more, because there's still crowding of these upper teeth, there's crowding on this canine tooth, and so it's more than just one tooth crowded. All right, so the decision was made that we were going to extract teeth in this case, and we were going to extract this tooth right here, and this tooth right here, and the subsequent teeth on the bottom, so 4 premolars, and then that would allow us to get our canine tooth in and make everything straight. So here's a little look at kind of where things turned out. These are the upper teeth, and perfectly straight from this perspective, looking really nice. I think that unless you were a dentist and unless you're somebody who's into counting teeth, you probably would not realize that there are 2 teeth missing from this arch. And that's the main point that I want you to take away from this. I think when we talk about extraction of teeth to make space and to unravel the existing crowding, most people picture gaps in the teeth and holes in the mouth. And we close any extraction spaces so that you cannot tell that there were teeth extracted. So this is what the upper teeth look like. Here are the lower teeth when we were finished. Once again, unless you're into counting teeth or unless you're a dentist, you probably don't realize that there are 2 teeth missing from this picture, 2 teeth right in the middle. Otherwise, what you see is really nice straight teeth here. No holes, no gaps. Now, this is the view from the front. And again, I want to point out how much less overlap we have of the upper and the lower front teeth. This creates a much healthier bite atmosphere where teeth are not susceptible to wearing down, chipping, and breaking. So big changes here. And of course, we have this really nice smile. This is not Emma smiling as big as she possibly can, but I love the way that her smile is looking now. So for a little comparison here, again, these are the lower teeth start versus finish. Again, no gaps when we finish, even though we extracted 2 teeth. Here are the upper teeth when we finished. Once again, just straighter, a little bit wider, really nice across the front of the mouth there. And again, no gaps from where we extracted 2 teeth. And here we are, the comparison of the front teeth. We also, as a result of the extractions, were able to bring her upper midline in line with her lower midline. Her upper midline was initially shifted to the right side of her face. So significant bite changes here, much, much healthier bite atmosphere. Still have a tiny bit of gum recession on this one tooth, but that would have been a lot worse if we had tried to fit all the teeth in and push this tooth forward. So we know that did not get any worse through treatment. And then finally, the difference in the smile. What a difference here for you, Emma. I love this smile. Go show it off, please. And thank you for being an awesome patient. We really appreciate you, and you deserve this amazing smile. Here we are celebrating at the end, obviously the best part. And again, you see that kind of more full smile. So really, really psyched for Emma here. Great extraction treatment. And yes, you can achieve great results sometimes with the extraction of premolar teeth. All right, should you have any questions about this, please contact us. Be happy to discuss. We do not extract very often, but sometimes it is just very clearly the right choice, and we get some great results in cases like this. All right, thanks for listening.